Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Right. Yes, ma'am.
Is my voice is audible now, sir?
Yes, madam. Clearly audible. Now, sexual reproduction, madam.
Yes, sir.
Okay, madam. Please, you proceed.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Now we will discuss about sexual reproduction in fungi. What is the sexual reproduction? How this sexual reproduction will take place? How many types of sexual reproduction methods you can observe in fungi? We will discuss. Actually, here involvement of two gametes will take place. That means the gametes which are belongs to two strains or two sexes will involve. That is why this is called as sexual reproduction. So, sexual reproduction you can observe in all types of fungi except Deuteromycotina members. Except Deuteromycotina members, remaining all fungal members almost will show this sexual reproduction. In this sexual reproduction, you will see different phases. What are different phases you will find in this sexual reproduction means one is plasmogamy, another one is karyogamy, third one is meiosis. These are the three important phases you will find in sexual reproduction. Plasmogamy means fusion of protoplasm. Plasmogamy means fusion of protoplasm. Both strains protoplasms will fusion during this phase. That means a male strain protoplasm fuses with a female strain protoplasm. That is called plasmogamy. Second one is called karyogamy. Karyogamy means excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir.
Madam, please proceed.
Okay, sir. Karyogamy means here fusion of nuclei will take place. Two different sexes nuclei will fuse together. So as a result, that zygote will form. That is called karyogamy. Karyon means nucleus. So here male nucleus fuses with female nucleus. That is why it is called as a karyogamy. After fusion of this protoplasm and a nuclei, then that structure will undergo meiotic division or reduction division. So as a result, haploid structures will form. So these are the three important phases which takes place commonly during sexual reproduction. So here we can discuss different types of sexual reproduction methods in fungi. What type of sexual reproduction methods you can see in fungi means one is called as a planogametic copulation. One is called as a planogametic copulation. Here it is divided into two types. One is called isogamy and another one is called heterogamy. The second type of sexual reproduction is called gametangial contact. Then third type of sexual reproduction is called gametangial copulation. Next, fourth type of sexual reproduction is called spermatization. Type of sexual reproduction is called spermatization. Last one is called somatogamy. These are the 5 different types of sexual reproduction methods you can see in fungi. First one is called planogametic copulation. Actually, this is the simplest type of sexual reproduction. First one is called planogametic copulation. What is this planogametic copulation? Here in this process, two gametes which are belongs to two opposite strains or two opposite sexes will fuse with each other. What will happen during this planogametic copulation? In this planogametic copulation, the two gametes which are belongs to two opposite sexes, that means male and female, are two opposite strains. These two gametes will fuse with each other. As a result, diploid zygote will form. That kind of reproduction is called as a planogametic copulation. Planogametic copulation. So here the fusion takes place between two gametes of two sex or two strains. Here these two gametes are flagellated gametes. The gametes which are involved in this fusion, those two gametes are flagellated. After this fusion, one structure will form, that is diploid in structure, because one gamete is haploid and another gamete is also haploid. Due to the fusion of these two haploid gametes, this diploid condition will arise. That diploid structure is called as zygote. Here, this planogametic population is further divided into two types. What are those types? One is called as isogamy and another one is called as heterogamy. Isogamy means the gametes which are involving in this fusion, those two gametes are morphologically similar and physiologically also similar. That kind of fusion is called as isogamous type of fusion. That is simply called as isogamy. The gametes which are involving in the fusion, they are morphologically similar. Physiologically also similar. Sometimes they may be differs physiologically. That type of reproduction is called as isogamy or isogamous type of sexual reproduction. Here, this kind of isogamous type of sexual reproduction you can observe in Syncytium. Next type of planogametic copulation is heterogamy. What is this heterogamy? Why it is called heterogamy? Here you can see isogamy, anisogamy and oogamy. What is this heterogamy? Here also two gametes are involving in this fusion process. These two gametes are differs morphologically as well as physiologically. That means their morphology is different. Physiologically also they are different. Such kind of fusion is called as a heterogamous type of fusion. So here heterogamous reproduction is again divided into two types. Heterogamous fusion is again divided into two types. What are they? One is called as anisogamy and another one is called as oogamy. In this image you can see this isogamy condition, anisogamy condition and oogamy condition. Isogamy means the two gametes which are involved in this fusion process or joining process. Both are similar morphologically, but physiologically they may be different. That kind of fusion is called isogamous type of fusion. Second type is heterogamous type of fusion. Heterogamy. Here two gametes are involved, but two gametes are morphologically different, physiologically also different. That is called heterogamy. Heterogamy is further divided into two types, anisogamy and oogamy. What is the difference present between anisogamy and oogamy means? Here anisogamy means two motile gametes are involved in this fusion. Anisogamy means two motile gametes involved. That means the male gamete is motile, female gamete also motile. But these two are unequal in size. That is why this is called aniso. Iso means same or similar. Aniso means dissimilar. Here both are motile. That means both are able to move. But morphologically they are different. That means here male gamete is small in size, female gamete is large in size. Both are motile in nature. Between such kind of two gametes fusion is taking place means that kind of fusion is called as anisogamy type of fusion. That kind of fusion is called anisogamy type of fusion. You will see this kind of anisogamy type of fusion in allomyces. Coming to the last type in heterogamy, that is oogamy. Oogamy means here also two gametes are fused. Here one gamete is motile and another gamete is non-motile. In anisogamy both are motile, but in oogamy one is motile and another one is non-motile. So fusion is taking place between one motile and one non-motile gamete means that kind of fusion is called oogamous type of fusion. That is simply called as oogamy. Here male gamete is small, which is motile, and female gamete is large, which is non-motile. Male is small and motile, female is large and non-motile. So male gamete is called as antherozoid. How this is called? Male gamete, which is a small in size. Male gamete, which is a small in size, which is called as antherozoid. And the female gamete, which is large in size, which is non-motile also, that is called egg or ovum. You will see this kind of oogamous type of reproduction in Syncytium. This is about a planogametic fusion. What is this kind of sexual reproduction? This is called planogametic type of population. Coming to second type of sexual reproduction, which is called gametangial contact. What is this gametangial contact? Here, two gametangia, that means gametes are gametes-like structures. Two gametangia which are belongs to two opposite sex. Just they will come in contact with each other. Once they come in contact with each other, at the point of contact, their cell walls will rupture or dissolve. So as a result, the contents of these two gametangia will be fused. That kind of reproduction is called as gametangial contact. That kind of reproduction is called as a gametangial contact. Just two gametangia, male gametangium, which is called as antheridium, and female gametangium, which is called as oogonium, coming close to each other. At one point, they will contact with each other. Where they are contacted with each other, their common walls are dissolved. At the point of contact, where common walls are dissolved, there one germination tube will form. Through this germination tube, you can see here. Here, male one is called antheridium, female one is called oogonium, larger one. Larger one is oogonium, female. Smaller one is antheridium, male. Both are coming close to each other, contacting each other. That means they are touching each other. Where they are contacting each other, at that place, their walls will be dissolved. That means they are ruptured. So, at the point of contact, one tube-like structure will form. That tube-like structure is called germ tube or fertilization tube. Through this fertilization tube, the male nucleus enters into the female gametangium. So, fertilization will take place. This is called gametangial contact type of sexual reproduction. In what type of fungal members you will see this kind of sexual reproduction? Phytophthora you can see, albugo you can see. In Pythium also, this gametangial contact will take place. Examples for gametangial contact is albugo, Pythium, Phytophthora, etc. Next, coming to next type of sexual reproduction, which is called gametangial copulation. Here what will happen? Actually, fusion of the entire contents of two gametangia will take place. So as a result, one diploid structure will develop. This is called zygote. Here what will happen? Gametangial copulation. Gametangial copulation means the male gametangium and female gametangium contents, total contents will mixes with each other. So as a result, one special structure will develop. That structure which is developed after fusion is called zygote or zygospore. You will see this zygospore formation in Mucor and Rhizopus species. In Mucor, you can see this zygospore formation, and this Rhizopus also, you can see this zygospore formation. This zygospore formation will take place due to gametangial copulation. This is about a third type of sexual reproduction. Next, spermatization process. What is the fourth type of sexual reproduction? Spermatization. What is this spermatization? Actually, in some of the fungal members, very small, minute structures will develop. Spores are developed as minute bodies. Okay, these are single-celled structures. That means unicellular structures. In some of the fungal members, minute spore-like structures will develop. These are unicellular structures. These structures are called as spermatia. Actually, spermatia are non-motile structures. That means they cannot move from one place to another place. This is spermatia are not able to move from one place to another place. These are non-motile structures. These structures are transferred with the help of different types of agencies like water, insects, wind, etc. With the help of wind currents, with the help of water, with the help of various types of insects, these spermatia, which are minute spores, they can be transferred from male reproductive structure to female reproductive part, which is called as receptive hyphae. Okay, this spermatia are transferred to female reproductive structure, that is receptive hyphae. This is also called as a trichogyne. This is receptive hyphae is also called as a trichogyne. So whenever this spermatia reaches receptive hyphae or trichogyne, then the contents will migrate into the receptive structure. So fusion takes place between this male and female gametes contents. So as a result, dikaryotic condition will be arises. Dikaryotic means two nuclei are formed due to the fusion of this male and female cellular contents mixing. So this dikaryotic condition is established means this sexual reproduction is completed. You can see this spermatization process in Puccinia life cycle. Puccinia will produce spermatiospores in its life cycle. Those are simply called as spermatia. So as a result of this spermatization, dikaryotic condition will arise. That means two nucleated structures will develop. That is because of spermatization process. Next, last one. Actually, this kind of reproduction takes place where the formation of gametes is absent. In some fungi, gametes formation will not take place. In such type of fungal members where gametes formation is absent, in such type of fungal members, this somatogamy type of sexual reproduction will take place. So, two fungal hyphae belongs to two different strains. The somatic cells will fuses with each other. So as a result, their cell contents will mix with each other. That means male and female hyphae are coming to close contact with each other. There is no gametes formation in this male and female hyphae. But whenever they are coming to coming close to each other, then what will happen? These hyphal cells fuses with each other. That is this kind of reproduction is called somatogamy. Somato means somatic cells fusion. Somatogamy means somatic cells fusion will take place because there is no gamete formation in some fungi. In such type of fungal members, the somatic cells of the hyphae will fuse with each other. So as a result of this somatic cells fusion, dikaryotic condition will arise. That means binucleated condition. Two nuclei will form due to the fusion of two somatic cells. That condition is called dikaryotic condition. This condition arises as a result of somatogamy. In what type of fungi you will see this somatogamy type of sexual reproduction? In Agaricus species you can see, Piniophora species also you can see. This is somatogamy type of sexual reproduction. So this is about different types of sexual reproduction in fungal members. With this, I am concluding this session. We will meet in the next session. Thank you, sir.
Madam, really wonderful presentation regarding of this competitive examination free online coaching. You have wonderful presentation regarding of today's class, especially reproduction part in fungi. Very, very elaborately, clearly explained, madam. I hope all the participants, they are clearly understood about the vegetative and asexual reproduction and the sexual reproduction in fungi is clearly understand. So thank you very much, madam. Tomorrow, same time, we will going to meet. Okay, madam?
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Right, madam.